sensor set, and that would be temperature measurement plus temperature. Okay, just like that, and this one also inherits from the RFID interface. Okay, just like that. Then we have another. We set distance measurement. It's the measurement function, which inherits from public RFID interface. Oops, there we go. Okay, perfect. All right. So plus this. Oh, there we go. Temperature measurement, which inherits from. So what is the RFID interface? Oh, okay. No, actually, we don't have to put the brackets right here. Right. So this is a new class. Oh, that's not a function. All right, so that's a class. Okay. So here's the issues. Then have to inherit right here, so that's public. All right, don't forget that, otherwise it's not going to override anything. So we have our class temperature measurement, and we have our distance. Okay, sure. So this one is overwritten. All right, let's put some brackets right here. Okay. Okay, that's the problem. All right. So imagine that what's happening with the RFID sensor. It does some kind of a detection, right? So whatever is in front, whatever object actually approaches that sensor, then we have a detection, right? So something happens right here. We initialize obviously that functionality. Override is done. Overriden, for example, overridden initialization. Okay, complete. For example, I'm just making up things. And then actually the sensor further proceeds with temperature measurement and distance measurement, for example. We could have another, for example, class right here, which is going to get us the result. Okay, so result. Check quality left. This one can also inherit from the RFID sensor. All right. And then I will just do it just like that, and then I will say avoid, for example. Oops, this one is public. Let's make everything public within this function, and then I could simply say void get result. Okay, which is going to return a result. For example, in our case, returned. Okay, this is what I'm going to do in our case, because again we're speaking about level of abstraction right here and the architecture. So that's what we're going to do at this point. All right, out void, virtual void. All right, so that's it. All right, and then actually we're ready to interface with the we're ready to interface with. I'm just not sure. Okay, something's happening right here. Let me see if this one is building at all. All right, my computer is slow as a turtle. This is not going to build. Okay. So there is, all right, there was something else in, okay. So basically, all right. So let's start. If we would like to, all right, let's get to the detection process, right? If we go to the detection process, and then obviously we can detection, we can, oops. All right, I have to apologize for the, something's wrong with my computer. Detection, all right. And then when I call initialize, okay, that should overwrite the initial the initialized sensor under the interface, okay, and then if I call, I mean, obviously the process is going to go through detection, temperature measurement, distance measurement, and whatever, and then we can always get actually the result. So the result, we get it from the result class, result, okay, and by calling the get result function, right? Okay, so in our case, let's see what happens at this point. If I have the proper wiring right here, which I believe I do have. So let's see what do we get. What we get on the console. What we get on the console actually should be overridden initialization complete and result returned. Okay, so basically this is it. This is what we actually need. So again, let's quickly discuss about interfacing with sensors. I mean, this could be any type of a sensor, not only RFID, it could be a universal sensor interface, obviously, which does something right here. Any sensor does, first of all, we have to initialize it, then we read some data, we process some data, or we read it and then we write the information back to a device, maybe to the sensor device, or maybe to a database, or to a sequential text file, or maybe to something else. And then obviously every sensor has some kind of a functionality. In my case, I've divided this RFID sensor capability into detection, temperature measurement, and distance measurement, right? And then the fourth thing is getting the result, which comes from the three functionalities, okay, right here. Right, so basically that's how you do it, and that's how we get the result returned. I mean, and that's how we initialize after that the entire application, just for a demo actually explanation. Now keep in mind what's happening right here. Keep in mind that obviously, I mean, the coding structure is going to get a lot more complex than what you see at this point. So this is just the architectural design to an abstraction level of how you should probably start actually a similar scenario to solve a particular problem. In the real world, actually, this could get really messy, but that's life, and you have to have a starting point. So that's my starting point for resolving similar actually programming problem, for example. Thanks for watching.